Yikes. Anyway, went on my walk today. I have had hair. Okay. So this is about connecting with Enir or Enir. Which one do you prefer? Enir? Enir? Do you care a little bit? Okay. Well, I started grounding and I'm pretty distracted and I realized I should just ask to connect with him. We had an appointment for earlier and I kind of blew it. So uh, in my head, I rescheduled with him. I guess he's okay with that. So look, I don't really know what to do once you've been like infiltrated. Is that the right way to look at this? Okay, he's saying attracting a match. I'm going to take some notes on this. Okay. All right. Because it seems like it would be harder. I mean, it feels to me, I haven't been in this situation with this awareness before. He's saying that's true. Okay. So, can we just talk about energy? Is your area of expertise energies like Omar? Okay, no. Can you tell me what your area of expertise is? Energetic protection for the compassionate person. Oh, okay. Who wants to wander in bad neighborhoods? Wants? Okay. Dabble or wander. Bad, rough neighborhoods. Energetically speaking, of course. Okay. He's saying you have to make up your mind to be strong in your will, not only or just for survival or survival of the fittest, because you, and it feels to me like he's saying some people might think, well, I've got the light on my side and that makes you stronger. And he says that's true. There's strength in that light, but there's also weakness and insecurity in feelings of depression or anxiety or just not being enough. And you're privy to, did I get that right? Privy to energetic beings that match those insecurities. Oh man, just as he said that, I was like, holy crap, that's like how we attract partners. Sorry, that's not rocket science or a new kind of thing, but here I was thinking only about energetic beings, but it's like, oh, of course, it's just people, beings, energy, just energy, just anyway, sorry. It felt like a slightly different cut on all of this stuff. He says it is a deeper cut. Um, for those that love themselves deeply, they rarely are taken advantage of in these ways. They can be duped or scammed, but it's not an energetic match in the same way. That may be a life happenstance or life lesson that they were supposed to, that was supposed to incur. He feels, but in that seems like sort of this small area or category, and this, what he's talking about now, feels like this very big, like overarching theme. And the theme is self-care energetically and psychically and purposefully with intentionality to preserve your energetic and psychological space for yourself. Have it be some sanctity, sanctuary, sanctity, because it's the sanctity of where God lives within us all. He's saying, and you can let others take advantage and still have sanctity, the right word? Sanctity. And he's showing me a friend of mine who, gets pretty taken advantage of sometimes. I don't know how bothered she lets herself feel about it. And I don't know that she has some like terrible self-esteem. I mean, it feels to me like a recurring, sorry, in my thoughts about her, it's a recurring life lesson that she, you know, is here to conquer or learn or manage differently. And in some ways, she continues to manage differently. However, there's still always this sort of like lingering thing that somebody else is doing something. All right, well, she got rid of that relationship, but somebody else now is here doing something kind of shitty too. Yeah. But he's saying, but she preserves her life energy by feeling like that's not enough to take me down. Like, whatever, that's okay. And she does draw some boundaries. She does have trouble sticking with them. Yeah, that makes sense. And he's saying, but with you and most of the general public, you're very unaware of how your thought process really, and he's showing really like being stretched out, like really impacts your energetic and mental health. You can look at and judge life partners such that it seems like it's their fault. Well, they promised things would be more this way. Or, well, at least they were better than that person. It was a better, let's say, personality match or psychological match. He's saying, but if you weren't still attracting that kind of energy, there wouldn't be an alignment. And sometimes there's sticking where there's no alignment. And those are relationships that trail off. And he's saying, and that's where inertia begins. And that word inertia came to me, I think it was yesterday, to look up and really understand what it means, because I can see how it applies in a lot of ways. Okay, so what you're saying is I'm like not a whole lot worse off because I feel like, this entity has like planted his, I want to say it this way. I don't, anyway, I'm avoiding saying it seems like he's planted his talons in me already. But Enir's saying, yeah, well, the window is not closed. Okay, so you're going to show me how to close. And just so you know, this was a reference from some reading sometime over the last few weeks that is, oh, and it really came to light actually in that longer video from Friday the 25th. that was a straight, direct, through a friend, which really helped, um, from Ohmar saying that basically. Like if it wasn't, so he's not trying to be malevolent, although he is. And he's in some ways being benevolent, which is probably why it's hard to really want to shut him out completely. It, I mean, I say that and then I'm like, yeah, but then I realize that there are these subtle ways that his energy is, or his tinkering is still happening. So, man, I can see how one, a person could feel a little crazy because it's like something's kind of taking over and it's shifting things within me. I'm just only so grateful that I feel still aware enough to feel the difference, to know the difference. But man, it's subtle. Like I can imagine somebody after like a breakup where they feel different anyway, and then something like this happening, and it's like you don't recognize that it's this whole other level. I hope that makes sense. You might think I feel different because of that, but actually, this is like, and the word insidious just comes to me when I think about this because it kind of is. It is. It's pervasive, it's deep, it's very manipulative. The word tantalizing is coming to me. I mean, actually, I think that that's him. And not that he's trying to find positive words for it, but yeah, thank you. So Omar's job or responsibility, I guess, what it feels like right now. And again, this is coming off of the awareness from that download on the 25th, at least for this situation, is that he's pointing something out. He's trying to be the life lesson. He does feed off negative energy. All of that stuff is true. Anyway, is there more that you want to say right now? Yeah, I feel distracted. I have to be on a call, so I'll do more later. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the information.